In today's episode, we'll be telling you how you could get cool prizes in our June events. We'll also be telling you the story so far of Tanki's HTML5 version and announcing new tournaments. Hello Tankers! Tanki's birthday celebrations are still going strong. Sure, discounts and increased funds have come and gone, but you're still in the chance to catch cake golds worth 10,000 crystals each. By the way, you can see the nicknames of those tankers who caught the cake during the last hour on the event website. So if you've taken the cake, visit the site and you should see your nickname. The Marathon X is just about wrapping up. All that's left is to find out the names of those tankers who have scored the highest points in the marathon and who will be getting some amazing prizes. But the tastiest bit is yet to come. The grand stream will take place on July 1st, where we'll be drawing the winners of the main prizes of the event. A dream tank consisting of a fully upgraded turret, hull and a module will go to a random Marathon X participant who has scored 3 or more points. A Prestigio tablet will go to one random tanker who has scored 3,652 kills between the 3rd and the 11th of June in the mini contest of the same name. Tanki Fund. During the stream, we'll be drawing the nicknames of 3 lucky players who will receive an iPad, and also a nice number of tankers who will get between 100,000 and 10 million crystals. Remember, to participate in this giveaway, you need to buy the Tanki Fund bundle from the shop before it disappears on June 29th. We'll also be giving away 9 prizes in the big contest. Participate in the June challenge, and you'll automatically be entered into the chance to win 100, 300 or 500,000 crystals, 20, 50 or 100 containers, and Apple prizes. An iPad mini, an iPhone XR, and an iPad Pro. The number of stars you earn in the June challenge will determine which prizes you will be eligible to win. Although the Marathon X is practically over, you can still join the big contest and the Tanki Fund. They're definitely worth a shot. So join these 2 amazing contests and keep your fingers crossed. Someone will definitely win, and it could actually be you.
And this weekend we also have a birthday-themed discount weekend. 3 days of double funds and a small boost in gold drop rate. And of course discounts. Shop items on Friday, garage items on Saturday, and upgrades plus speed-ups on Sunday.
Time to talk about development, namely Flash, HTML5, and so on. But first, some background. Tanki Online was built on Flash technology. Flash was all the rage 10 years ago. For instance, all video hosting, including YouTube, was based on it. But over time, Flash became outdated and lost its spotlight to more modern and optimized technologies. Somewhere around that time, we began developing the HTML5 version of the game and brought it to a playable state. Right now, there are around 3% of our players on the HTML5 Tanki browser version, and this is what they see. It's practically identical to the regular version except for the font. Sometime later, we started developing the mobile version of the game. During the first stage, we had to choose which technology to build it on. In the meantime, Flash was phased out, and we decided to work with the HTML5 version that we had developed. But when we reached the test stage, we found out that the client worked only on top smartphones.
So at breakneck speed, we rewrote the mobile version from scratch using a bunch of new cool optimization solutions. Productivity turned out to be awesome. The game works well even on very simple Android devices. So we finished the mobile version and released it.
But then the question came up, what should we do with the computer version? Sadly, even the outdated Flash version worked better than poorly optimized HTML5 version that we had. So here's the current situation. For the past few months, we have been rebuilding the HTML5 version using optimization technology from the mobile version. According to preliminary estimates, the new version will work faster than Flash and than the current HTML5. Moreover, it will correct some of the so-called childhood diseases in the game's architecture. In short, it will be faster, cooler, and more stable. With this update, we also plan to rework the game interface. It will be more informative and easier to understand and navigate. The design will change both in the menu and in battle. We'll be able to show you more in an upcoming vlog. In the meantime, Google has decided to move to a new level of dislike for Flash. In July, the Chrome browser will once again be upgraded, and running Flash will become a bit more complicated than it is now. First, you'll need to go to Chrome settings and enable Flash for the maintenance site. Then every time you restart your browser, you must allow it again with 2 clicks. But don't worry, we'll give you all the details a bit later. Esports news. The Setups Tournament. For the first time ever, clans themselves have been able to choose their loadout. The group stage is already over. Now it's time to support your favorite team in the playoffs, and hopefully the final. The unique paint star is at stake. Watch the live streams and cheer for your favorites. Now Blitz Tournaments. These tournaments are great for teams and players who are just starting out. They're held every week, and prizes are handed out every week too. Curious? Check out the link in the description. There's an article that will tell you everything you need to know, even if you're an absolute beginner. And now some announcements. Hot news for fans of Railgun and Smokey. The traditional summer tournament, Light Summer, starts in a week, so if you want to participate, you need to hurry up. The tournament is open to all clans. The link to the rules is in the description. Fans of other turrets will also have something to keep them busy. Individual TOF Solo Thunder tournaments are coming very soon, followed by Hammer and finally Ricochet. Tune up your favorite turret and prepare yourselves for some hot esports action. The most interesting fights in all categories will be broadcast by Stream TO team. Watch, cheer, and maybe even win a prize. It will be fun. It's time for our weekly YouTube video digest. Here are some cool recommendations. First, watch Ghost Animator go from Recruit to Legend in Juggernaut mode only. Now, if you still haven't checked out the new Gauss turret, you can see it in action in this cool video by Timur. That's one deadly turret, especially when combined with the right drone. Since we're on the topic of Gauss, we owe you an apology. During the live stream on June 7th, with all the stuff that was happening, including the release of Gauss, we completely forgot to announce the results of the contest from M0 to M3. This is where you had to guess what the Gauss M3 would look like, based on the M0 and M1 models. We stopped accepting entries before the stream, so all of the submissions were straight out of your imagination. Let's see what you've sent us. All of the authors whose submission we liked have already received their prize, 5 containers each. Well done! That's all for this episode. Next week, it's business as usual with the vlog, and we might even show you a sneak peek from the new interface, so don't miss it. Bye! Last time, Juggernaut with double armor with the Spider module ran over a cluster of mines. You had to guess how many mines were in the cluster. The correct answer is 20. Here are our winners, and here's the new question.